Today's Vanners collaboration videos are about inspiring motorhome, caravan and campervan DIY modifications. So why not take a look at the other collaborators' videos and see what inspiring DIY modifications they've made to their homes on wheels. So you'll find a link to the playlist in the description below and at the end of the video. In our video, we're going to show you some modifications we have made to enable us to make better use of the limited space we have, a safety tip, and a modification to make our fire safety stick, fire extinguisher, better for mobile use. We hope you enjoy the video. Here we have a fairly typical wardrobe. Now you can see it's quite narrow, and as a consequence, it's also very, very deep. To make use of that space can be quite difficult. So what we've done, we've made sliding drawers to get to the back. And this is made from 6 or 9mm plywood, very simple construction. In our motorhome, the cupboards are nice wide cupboards, however they're also quite high. So the cupboards at the top, basically my wife can't reach. So what I've done, I've made these plastic containers, or I've modified these plastic containers with handles on them. So she can reach as far as here. So now she just pulls the container down and she has all her bits and accessories in the pot. So I made 2 of those to fit. These are things I bought from a sort of local bargain store. I think the tubs cost me a couple of pounds each. The handle probably £1 at the most. On this shelf, another issue we find, you often get these large cupboards, or these cupboards where the gap between the bottom and the top is quite large. They don't come with shelves, so I've just made a simple shelf here, covered it in Fablon, I think that's the trade name for it possibly, but and fixed that in place. I've used some very simple metal pins to hold it in place. In here I've made a shelf that serves 2 functions. It divides the height in half, and it also locks our 3D router into position. So the router was quite tall and quite an unusual shape anyhow, and the shelf, by cutting it to fit around that exactly, locks it into position so it doesn't move at all while we're traveling, and gives us extra storage space above here as well. Have you ever started moving your motorhome or caravan only to discover you haven't done something fairly critical? Put up the legs, put in the lead, close some hatches or windows? This may help. We made a simple cloth warning sign we put over the steering wheel, so before we set off it's very obvious we've got to do something. We recently decided to install a fire safety stick fire extinguisher in our motorhome. Unlike traditional sort of fire extinguishers, it requires no maintenance, it's got a 15-year lifespan and is very easy to use. It's compact, lightweight, ideal for a mobile application. However, we did encounter a problem. So we fitted the fire extinguisher close to the kitchen and also close to the exit, so if we had to get out of the vehicle quickly we could grab it and operate it from there. However, after fitting it we discovered a problem. Due to the design of the single bracket, when you're driving it tends to rock and slides down, and eventually it fell out. So this is my solution. I've made, well, I've 3D printed this little base unit, so that sits there like that, and now look, rock solid, no vibration at all. So here it is with the extra bit fitted at the bottom, absolutely rock solid now, doesn't move at all, so I'm happy with that. If you'd like to purchase a fire safety stick support, you can find the link to an eBay listing where you can purchase one in the description below. If you're interested in hints, tips and modifications you can do to your home on wheels, there's a link to one of our previous hints and tips videos in the description below. So we hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed it, maybe you could click the like button. If you've got any comments or questions, please leave them below.